All right, YouTube. What's going on, everybody? I'm at my 15th state park for my state park series this week. I'm taking you to Sullivan County, and we're here at beautiful World's End State Park. Today, we're going to be tackling the Canyon Vista Trail, 3 overlooks, waterfalls, and more. So stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, we're officially back. State park number 15 in my state park series. We're really ripping them off here within the last couple of days. So this week, I'm taking you guys to none other than World's End State Park here in Sullivan County. And today, I'm going to be taking you guys along the Canyon Vista Trail. It's a 4-mile loop. I just started from the campground right over the hillside here. I had to start a little higher up because a guy was weed whacking. Beautiful weather out. It's about 75 out, July 7th. It's a little dry. Creeks are a little barren right now, as you can see. But we're gonna make the best of it. I guess this trail has 3 separate overlooks on it. So let's check it out together. What do you say? But I did want to say this area out here is probably the closest thing to feeling like you're outside of Pennsylvania, within Pennsylvania, that I have seen within the state. The campground has so many giant hemlock trees and pine trees around it. It kind of gives it like California or Colorado vibes. It's really cool. And this park is surrounded by Loyalsock State Forest. There's quite a few trails here, including the Loyalsock Trail. It's a big backpacking trail in the area. I forget how many miles it is. I'll leave a little text in the video, but hey, maybe one day. So we're going to continue on following these blue blazes And eventually we will get to the top of this mountain here, if you can believe it. And there is a vista at the top of it, one of 3. So let's see how this goes. So this is a loop trail, like I said before. You can either go left or right from the campground. I chose left, but really, if I went right, it would have been a lot easier. I chose kind of like the uphill, steep incline. But if you go to the right, Loyalsock Creek kind of meanders along the trail for probably half a mile. Probably very scenic and beautiful, but I figure I'll save the best for the last. And by the time I get there, 5.5 miles later, I could take a little lunch break, hang out, and just relax before I get back to camp. Decided not to put up the tent and everything yet, so I still have to do that as well. And ton of spider webs already on this trail. It's pretty late in the day for me. It's probably around 10 o'clock. So one of the later starts to a trail I've gone to, but I'm guessing not too many people probably are on this trail on a, I don't even know what day it is, Thursday I think. So this is pretty much straight uphill right here, as you can see. July 7th, about 75 degrees. And yeah, I mean, look at this place. It's absolutely beautiful. Giant trees everywhere, very rugged terrain. And I'm really looking forward to heading down and seeing Loyalsock Creek here at the end of this trail. All right, well, wasn't expecting to run into this so soon, but we made it to our first viewpoint of the day. This is called Warren's Window, and you can see the pretty dried up Loyalsock Creek way down in the distance there, and all the pretty majestic looking hills and peaks of the Loyalsock Forest surrounding it. So I'm guessing this is the first of 3 viewpoints that we're going to see today. But yeah, this is Warren's Window here. And this trail is just incredible so far. Lots of little trickling streams that are seemingly heading right over this cliff here. I can imagine what this place is like in the springtime with the snow melt off and whatnot, these are probably literal waterfalls. So maybe I did this during the wrong season, but so far this trail has just been excellent. So we went from the worst trail I've ever done to potentially one of the best ones I've done in Pennsylvania. This is really fun so far. I made it to another little trail intersection here, T intersection. I believe this is where the Canyon Vista Trail links back up with the Loyalsock. So we're going to be doing a little hiking on the Loyalsock Trail, it seems, and pretty much going straight up this hill. The elevation gain wasn't too bad for probably a mile, but now it looks like we're gonna pick it back up. But on the positive side, it's all downhill after we get to the top. Odd. Well, this is kind of odd. I didn't see this on the map, but there is a rock down here, I guess, called Ticklish Rock. So let's go see if that's true or not. Oh, this is a bit of a hike to get down here. I'm gonna have a muddy butt after this. So I don't know if you're supposed to come down here or not, but I want to see if legends are true about Ticklish Rock here. And it feels good going downhill. There it is, Ticklish Rock. Alright guys, here I am. Ticklish Rock behind me. Time to see if legends are true. All right, well, we've almost made it to 1,800 feet in elevation here on this trail, and there is a little spur trail just right across from the road, the Viewpoint. I forget what it's called, Loyalsock Vista, I think. This area is called the Rock Garden, and from what I've heard, everybody says this is like a must. If you come here, you got to check this out. Take a look at some of these boulders here. This is the Rock Garden. Well, I'm literally on top of these 20-foot boulders now. looking towards the vista right across the road there. But yeah, really get a scale of how big these things are until you're standing on top of them. Nice little crevice. That's the one we just walked through with a big old spider web spanning the chasm here. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, if you come up here, make sure you stop by Rock Garden. I'm the only one here right now, which is even nicer.
I could not take it off. So then I
All right, here is the Loyalsock Vista here. We're off of the Canyon Vista Trail. Like I said, this is probably the most scenic overlook along this 4-mile trail. So yeah, if you come here, make sure you do the Loyalsock Vista and the Rock Garden. You can drive to them both. Can't really beat that. So look at those Pennsylvania views.
the next day I didn't mention it. So they didn't say it's big day from same thing that I know
All right, one last look at the vista here before we start meandering on down the rest of the trail here. We're still partly on the Loyalsock Trail as well, but in probably an hour or two we will be all the way back down at that river there. So what a trail. This has to be one of my favorite trails I've done in Pennsylvania. It's that good. This trail just keeps getting better and better here. I was standing by this little fissure in the rocks here, and it's like air conditioning blowing out of it. I don't know if that means that there's a cave down there somewhere or what, but just take a look at this trail. Kind of just weaving in and out of these giant boulders. What a day. I thought we were going to start descending, but not yet. Looks like maybe this is the spot. So here's another intersection. The Loyalsock Trail heads straight, and then we're going to head downhill. I want to see what this sign says real quick here. It just says the area is open to hunting. That's it. All right, so this is where we break off from the Loyalsock Trail. So I could say I did part of it, at least a couple miles. All right, I hear rushing water, and the tree line is pretty much cleared out. So I'm guessing this is the third and final viewpoint of the trail. It's called Prospect Rock. Guess this is the Prospect Rock here. There's a nice view at the Loyalsock way, way, way down there. A couple hundred feet down below us. These boulders really just keep getting cooler and cooler as this trail goes on. I was saying earlier that the rock maze would be a must to do if you come up this way. But if you hike this trail, honestly, you see a lot cooler formations on this trail than you do at the rock maze, like this one. So yeah. I'm guessing these were put here, like so many other boulders, just by glaciers sweeping these up and pushing them down the river, basically. There's a cool looking tree burrow right here. Don't really see those too often. So yeah, a little trail update for you. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Just think, a couple minutes ago we were on the top of that mountain, and now we are just a couple hundred feet away from the Loyalsock Creek. So this trail is going to be wrapping up here soon. 10 out of 10, I would say, for this trail. It was that good. I really enjoyed it. I would definitely come back and redo this one. Had a little bit of everything, some really, really nice outlooks. I'm sure if you came during the spring, you could do that secondary trail and see some awesome waterfalls. Tons and tons of wildflowers, different species than I've ever seen. And we're gonna top it off with a little stroll by the creek. So, I mean, what else could you really ask for on a hike here? So let's go check out the Loyalsock. Never seen it before. This will be my first time. Well, here we are, peeking through the pines here. My first glimpse up close of Loyalsock Creek. Might have to bring down the fishing rod here tonight. If this doesn't look like the perfect place to hang out for 15 minutes, but I don't know what to tell you. But this definitely has some out west vibes to it. Honestly, reminds me of Mount Rainier a little bit. But yeah, look at this place. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out here for a little while. Well, that's gonna pretty much wrap up this trail. Now you can see why I chose the other direction and did all the elevation at first and saved this for the end. This was honestly the perfect way to end a long hot trail, cooling down by the Loyalsock. So anyway, that's gonna wrap up this episode. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed my first episode and my first time ever here at World's End State Park, number 15. So tomorrow I'm gonna do another trail. I'm not really sure which one I'm gonna do yet, but as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. That helps out the video a lot as well. Leave me a comment, say what's up, and check me out on Instagram and Facebook. All right, guys, I'll see you next week back here at World's End State Park.